up, everybody? This is Arrow Blight, or in this case, Arrow Light. And what I have for you today is a World of Warcraft video where I decided to say tanking retribution spec, which is something that was popular back in the day. Me and a couple friends got to talking about it earlier, and you know, I decided to do it. I used to do it back in the day, back in Lich King, back in Mr. Pandora, and yeah, it was fucking amazing. It was great, it worked, and it was fun. So anyways, I just want to go over my protection paladin, what gear I have. I'm 192, so obviously I'm not super geared, but I'm not poorly geared either, so I'm just like, I'm over geared for normal, which is what I ran. I'm going to run a heroic and see how that goes. I just kind of want to I want to do a few more normals. I want to see if I can better maintain aggro, as you'll see in the video, where like my AoE situation was a little iffy. Again, that was actually before I added consecration, and so you know, I need to work on it a little bit to see if it's still viable. You know, I think the run turned out pretty damn good, and you'll see in the video why. But anyways, I didn't, when I recorded the run, I actually did not record showing my gear, my setup, and everything. So I just wanted to go back and record that real quick so that you can see what I actually have. Anyway, so this is my gear. Alright, and like I said, I'm 192. So I'm mainly using a lot of the Covenant gear. But I do have, obviously ignore the sword and shield, because I switch out for a two-hander, and I'll show you that in a second. But all this gear, other than the weapon, is exactly what I used for the run. So here's the actual sword that I used. Okay, I have it transmogged to a mace, but ignore that. So that's the gear. Now, when I actually queued for the dungeon, I queued in tank spec, but I was in retribution. But when it put me in the dungeon, it had automatically switched me back to tank, because that's what I queued for. And you'll see me switch. So we're gonna do that now. We're gonna go ahead and switch over to retribution. Ta-da! Now, I already had the weapon equipped, because like I said, when I queued, I was in retribution, so I went ahead and had it all set up. So as you can see, that's my weapon. Alright, it's two-handed. Anyway, so this is, hold on, this is what my talents look like. Alright, it's just, I'm lazy, whatever. But I would like to add that this is what I ran it as retribution. So I didn't bother to switch over to more of a retribution build for my conduits. I did roll as a tank as far as this is concerned. So it's, again, like I said, it's something that I want to experiment with and kind of play around with and see how it works. See if maybe if I went to more of a retribution type conduit, would that maybe help aggro, etc, etc. You know, it's just something to play around with. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the video. Let's see how it goes. Let's look at the damage meter. Let's look at the aggro. Like I said, I do kind of lose aggro in AoE situations, but I do think that it can be improved. I do think that holding aggro is possible, and it could be viable for normals for sure, but definitely even heroics. Again, I'm over geared for normal. Not that my gear is that fucking great. Okay, better yet, I'm 191 with my two-hander. So 191 isn't that fucking amazing, but it's not bad. You know, for a normal dungeon, that's fucking amazing. So anyways, this is Arrow Blight. thanks for watching. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, let's get to it.
So, the House of Eyes has finally sent someone to kill me. You're welcome to try. The horrors within these halls will make quick work of you. Stradama's plague will soon be mine.
I need to get closer.
Intruders, you will be devoured whole. Stay away!
That was a mere taste of what the plague can do. Once I control it, all of Maldraxxus will pay for what they've done.
Target something.
More test subjects! Unleash the plague borers! intrude on my laboratory. When I find you, I'll be happy to demonstrate my research. You cannot comprehend my genius! The next procedure will be a real blowout!
Beware.
It's time this experiment has an explosive result!
Beware.
But I nearly got it!
So you emerge victorious. But at what cost? What vile mixtures now course through your veins? That is the plague's true power. It festers, destroys everything it touches, even the victor. Had Akarak not been so foolish, he reached out and seized the plague. The House of Eyes would still stand. I will correct his mistake. All will suffer, as the House of Eyes has suffered.
It's too far away.
My blades will rend your flesh. I will slay you where you stand. Your demise comes from the shadows. Vengeance will be mine.
Who trespasses upon the House of Plagues? Who seeks that which cannot be controlled? If you so desire this power, then come and claim it, and let it claim you.
I'm out of range.
We've been expecting you. plagues comes for you.
Behold, my final world, my pride, and my doom. Can you feel its anger? My anger! My house weeps with blood! It spreads. It cannot be contained. Will be destroyed. Pestilence will engulf you. My house weeps.
Alright, well, I did a normal in Retribution. Easy. It's a little challenging to hold aggro on like AoE. Well, at least it was before I added consecration to my toolbar, but I mean, I'm doing so much damage. Like, if you look at the meter, I'm obviously out DPSing the guys, so it's like it's no problem holding thread on the boss with me. And I kill the motherfucking mobs. I mean, even the bosses so fast that we ignore most mechanics. So it's kind of hard to say if it's viable, but definitely for normal it is. At least when you're geared. I might try heroic in a little bit.